process is so jacked up because I was not feeling this way before I started posting my videos on Instagram. Before Instagram, I was at peace, posting on TikTok, living my best life, and in between I even dropped some vlogs on YouTube. But now I'm on Instagram and I just have been putting so many different things into my head that I have not been posting. Or I lost sight of what I was doing with Public Speaking Diaries to begin with, and now I'm just doing stuff. And because I'm just doing stuff, it's becoming inconsistent and just totally not going in the way that I imagined. And due to that, the process right now is kicking my ass. And I don't love it. I don't love that for me at all. We've come so far. But we're going to get through this. I'm going to figure it out. Because I have to. All right, off to the museum that I've been wanting to go to for a very long time, and I haven't, and I live so close to it. I didn't plan to end up here. I just needed to get out of my head, out of the space where the pressure to create something perfect has started to silence me. So I came to the Noguchi Museum. Noguchi once said everything is sculpture. The space between things, the light that hits a surface, even the moments when we feel lost, they all shape us. In front of his work, I realized how much he let the process guide him. He didn't separate life from art. He shaped both at the same time. How cool is this? I was already gonna use my EBT card to get free admission to the museum, and they didn't even need it because it's the first Friday of the month, so it's free already. It's already free because it's the first Fridays of the month and I didn't know. And it was gonna be free for me anyways, really, if you think about it. Also, shout out to the EBT. I hate what the government's doing right now, but if you have EBT and you're seeing this, still use it in all the other ways that you're able to use it, because it's pretty beneficial outside of food as well. But obviously food is the main thing. Lately, I've been trying to do the same. I changed my Instagram name to Public Speaking Diaries, and something shifted in me. Suddenly, I didn't feel like me anymore. It felt like a brand. Like I had to speak in a certain tone, look a certain way, post only what fits the feed. And the more I tried to fit, the less I created. But Noguchi reminds me that the work isn't supposed to fit. It's supposed to evolve. He spent years moving between mediums, continents, even identities. Never one thing, never finished. He called his studio a laboratory of the spirits, and maybe that's what my platform needs to be again. I think creative blocks are a part of the laboratory. They're not walls, they're mirrors, showing us what we've outgrown, what we're afraid of, and what still matters. So something I'm excited about this exhibition is that today they're giving a tour of the exhibition and gonna tell us a bit more about the sculptures. However, that's something I used to not really be interested in because I'm like, I don't want a tour. But as I get older and become more and more into the arts, it makes so much sense to do a tour and learn more about the pieces and actually have some perspective on top of my own. So I'm learning to document this part too. The quiet visits to museums, the frustration, the stillness that eventually turns into clarity, because this is what it looks like. Not the polished version, not the algorithm approved one, just me. An artist learning to trust the process again. Maybe like Noguchi, I can see my block as a form of sculpture, something I can shape into meaning. As I kept walking through the museum, something in me started to soften. It's quiet here, but it's not empty. The light moves differently through the space, hitting each sculpture like a reminder that time is always shifting too. Outside, the garden made me stop for a moment. The air, the trees, even the stillness, it felt alive. Noguchi once said he wanted to create a world of total harmony, and maybe that's what I felt standing there. Harmony between the art, nature, being human, between doing and being. Slowly, my mood started to change. It wasn't some big somatic breakthrough, just a quiet noticing. I smiled at strangers, I watched a light move, I felt my shoulders drop, and I remembered that I don't have to force my way out of a creative block. Sometimes I just need to live my way through it. Being around sculpture reminded me that form takes time, and the absence is a part of the design too. Every curve, every hollow, every space Noguchi left open, it had purpose. Maybe our pauses do too. I think every artist goes through this. We forget that creation isn't about output. It's about input. Seeing things, feeling things, letting life refill us. When I catch myself slipping into that heavy space again, I'm learning to step away from the screen, to walk, to breathe, to visit places like this, to remind myself that inspiration doesn't come from chasing it. It comes from allowing it to find you when you're still enough to notice. I must say that my mood has changed. I haven't broken my fast, so I'm kind of getting hungry. There's something very special about being stuck in your process, but learning about someone else's process and seeing how it's not an overnight thing. It's not a 5-year or 10-year thing. It's really a process, and the fact that I'm used to everything being so quick and fast, and when I don't see results the way that I want to, it's heartbreaking. I'm sad, I'm discouraged, but really it's like this is a part of it. Going outside, being creative, learning about other artists, breathing fresh air, touching the grass. It's a part of the process. Those things have to take place in order for the next thing to take place as well. And yeah, it's very peaceful here, very minimal. I like it. But this is the process. This is what it looks like, and it's not always fun and pretty and good times. Noguchi believed the art world could live anywhere, in a rock, a garden, a shadow. Maybe creativity does too. Maybe it's not something we lose, maybe it's just something waiting for us to return. So I'll keep documenting these moments, the highs, the lows, the pauses, in-betweens, because this is all a part of it. The block, the breakthrough, the becoming, and if nothing else, today reminded me that even stillness has shape, and it's beautiful.